Hey guys, so I've been binging on YouTube for like the last week or so now, and I just watched a video by Jack Howard talking about his favorite films. And if you haven't watched it and you like movies, go watch it. I'll link to it right here. Go watch it, come back to this, or watch this, watch that, whatever you want to do. It's your choice. This is not in any sort of order. This isn't a list of top 10 or anything like that. I just have a bunch of movies that I love and that I always return to, and I thought I would share them with you guys. So here we go. The first movie I want to talk about is Pocahontas. It is one of my favorites. I'll always say I'm a sucker for a good romantic love story sort of thing, and star-crossed lovers is top of the list for me. And I loved Pocahontas because she was strong and she was independent and she showed John the error of his ways. It was one of the first films I really remember, cartoon films, Disney films, where there was a strong, independent thinking woman character. So she's always stood out for me. So definitely this one is somewhere in the top however many films I talk about. So yeah, this movie. It's Serenity, which is a spin-off continuation of the series Firefly, which was brutally canceled by Fox way before its time. I'm a big Joss Whedon fangirl. Anything he really puts out, I'm gonna attempt to like anyway. And this just so happens to be an amazing film. It has everything you want. It has action. It has love story-ish if you watch the deleted scenes. Didn't quite make it into the end, but it has just about everything else. It has, like I said, it has action, and there's that Western element that was so prevalent in the series. It's just so good. I can't put into words how good this universe that Joss Whedon created is. I can't say enough about it. It's just so good, and if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. The next one I want to talk about is a shit movie, and I know that, but it is a movie that was massive. Like, it was a massive changing point in my life, which it sucks that it had to be a crap movie to fill that void, but what are you gonna do? It is Just My Luck with Lindsay Lohan and Chris Pine. Like I said, it's not good. there is the premise is, I'm trying to think of a better word than just lame, but I'm not coming up with one. But the saving grace of this movie, and why it's in my favorites, is because this movie is what introduced me to McFly, which is my favorite band. This is where I found them, and at 16, when I watched this movie, I was not in a good place, and McFly really, this movie made me laugh for what felt like the first time in years. And McFly in this movie made me smile and made me laugh and made me dance like an idiot in my living room by myself. It sucks that it had to come from such a shitty movie. Such a shitty movie. When you boil it down to the most simplest of terms, this movie saved my life. Next is my favorite genre, which I catch a lot of flack for, actually, from just people I've met and my friends and stuff. It's okay. Judge me or don't. I don't really care. But my next genre is musicals. First up is Rent. This is actually the final performance of the Broadway show, and it's always been one of my favorites. I love the music. The stories are good. The characters are flawed and therefore, perfect characters. And yeah, it's just one of my favorites, and I love it. For those of you who don't know, Jonathan Larson, who wrote Rent, he tragically died before he ever really got to see it performed on stage in front of an audience. And this is kind of his legacy, There is such a deep love for this show and surrounding the show from, former cast members and everything, that it's just such a cool community. This is actually one of the first musicals I ever watched on TV. Obviously not this version, but the movie that they made with most of the original cast. That was one of the first movie musicals I ever watched. And it grabbed hold of me. The story is so good, and it deals with real things that happened in a very realistic way. I mean, granted, it's set to music, so all the characters are singing. So how realistic can you be? In all actuality, like, he deals with real emotions and real events that happened, and he doesn't shy away from the scary parts. Across the universe, it's Beatles music kind of reimagined and a story told behind it. It takes the genius of John and Paul and Ringo and George, and it changes it, and it messes with it, and it experiments with it, and I love it. But Beatles fans hate it. You gotta let it out of its cage occasionally. Okay, so the last two are these. I can't pick between the two. These are probably my top favorite movies of all time. I've been watching both of them since I was a kid. The first one is Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella. It's the one with Whitney Houston and Brandy and Whoopi Goldberg and a million other people. But yeah, it's lots of good actors, lots of good performers, singers, and it's just, I love this music. These are both my comfort movies, but this is the movie I go to when I'm sick. This is the movie that I go to when I am lonely and by myself, and yeah, just whenever I'm not feeling good about myself or I'm actually physically sick, this is my comfort movie. This is the movie that makes me feel better. So last, I'm going to talk about Cry Baby. Anyone who knows me can tell you that this holds a very, very special place in my heart. It's a John Waters film who did the original Hairspray. This is which was his dance movie. This is his musical, and I freaking loved this movie as a kid. I mean, every time it was on TV, I would drop everything I was doing to watch the movie. It will always be one of my favorites, and the music is good. Like, it has that rockabilly 1950s, 1960s feel to it. And it's, you know, it's awesome music, but it also has such a great sense of humor that, you know, you feel good for these characters, and you love these characters instantly. You know, at least for me, anyway. It's always one of those movies that makes me feel better. It's, again, one of my comfort movies. When I don't want to watch Cinderella, when I want something a little bit edgier, a little bit more adult, that's the one I go to. And John Waters is absolutely like mad. Is just a crazy person, and I kind of love that. I watch Cry Baby more often with the commentary on than just actually the movie, which is probably sad and a little nerdy. I think movies are the best way to vacate your life for a little bit and to sort of peek in on other parts of the world or the universe, depending on what movie you're watching. I don't really care if it's sci-fi or action or fantasy or superhero or romantic comedies or musicals or anything like that. It doesn't matter. I like them all because there's always a good story. If you want to leave a comment down below, tell me any of your favorite movies. Tell me what's your comfort movie, what's your favorite genre. Tell me if you go watch Jack Howard's. Whatever you want to comment down below. And thanks for watching, guys. See ya. It's been an immediate favorite of mine since then, and that was close to a decade ago. Wow, that made me feel old.